Imagine the year 844, a time when Viking longships were a sight of sheer terror. On September 25th, the coastal city of Isbilia, known today as Seville, became the stage of a brutal Viking invasion. From the icy fjords of the north, a formidable fleet of Viking vessels had set course for the sun-soaked shores of the Iberian Peninsula. Their journey had taken them along the coasts of Spain and Portugal, where the seafaring warriors pillaged and plundered with impunity. But it was the prosperous city of Seville that truly caught their eye. A jewel on the banks of the Guadalquivir River, Seville was a city ripe for the taking. As the Viking longships made landfall, the onslaught began. The invaders swept through the city like a storm, leaving a trail of chaos and destruction in their wake. Homes were razed, valuables seized, and the inhabitants of Seville thrown into a state of sheer panic. Yet it was merely the beginning of a grim saga that would unfold over the ensuing weeks. The Vikings had arrived, their presence marked by destruction. But the city of Seville was not about to fall without a fight. If you're captivated by the tale of the Viking Siege of Sevilla, please consider showing your appreciation with a like. And for more enthralling stories from the annals of history, subscribing will bring these adventures right to you. The Viking raiders, confident of their supremacy, were met with a force they hadn't anticipated. The Muslims, under the leadership of their local leaders, responded with a swift and decisive counterattack. As the battle raged on, the streets of Seville became a theatre of war, echoing with the clash of steel and the cries of the fallen. The Vikings, renowned for their ferocity in battle, found themselves challenged by an enemy that was just as determined. The Muslims, under the command of their local leaders, organized their forces and fought back with a courage and tenacity that spoke volumes of their resolve. The strategies employed by the Muslims were as diverse as they were effective. They used their intimate knowledge of the city's layout to their advantage, launching surprise attacks and drawing the Vikings into narrow streets where their numbers counted for little. It was a brutal, grueling conflict, fought on uneven terms and in the harshest of conditions. The battle reached its climax on November 11th or 17, when the Vikings were finally driven back. Despite their initial success, the Norsemen had underestimated the spirit and resourcefulness of their adversaries. Their dreams of an easy conquest were shattered, and they were forced to retreat. The Vikings had been defeated, their dreams of easy conquest shattered. But the city of Seville had paid a heavy price. The Viking raid left Seville in ruins. But in the face of devastation, the city found the strength to rebuild and fortify itself against future invasions. The Muslims, having witnessed the destructive power of the Vikings, acted swiftly, bolstering their defenses and implementing new measures to guard against similar attacks. This resilience in the face of adversity turned a moment of despair into a catalyst for change, ensuring the city's continued survival. Meanwhile, the Vikings, once the fearsome raiders of the coast, met divergent fates. Some returned to Francia, their thirst for conquest perhaps quenched by the resistance they met in Seville. Yet others chose a different path, settling in the region, embracing the Islamic faith and adopting a peaceful trade of cheesemaking. This unexpected turn of events added a new layer to the rich tapestry of Seville's history. The Viking raid on Seville, a tale of invasion, resistance and resilience, remains etched in history, a testament to the indomitable spirit of its people.